A lonely man decides he wants to catch a fish. He grabs his tackle box, his fishing pole, hops in his truck, and begins to drive. On a normal day, he would maybe drive downtown to the dock, cast his line in the water, and do just fine. But not today. Today is a special day. He heads down a road he's never been on, and drives for longer than he normally would. See, today, he wants to get away. Get away from his loneliness. It's always worse on his birthday. He'll feel better when he's fishing. He drives on. There are a number of lakes across town. Sooner or later, the dirt road he's on will lead to one. He's sure of this. And sure enough, there it is. But there's a large black iron gate blocking the way. It's locked. But he didn't drive all this way for nothing, so he grabs his tackle box, his fishing pole, throws them over, climbs the gate, and continues on. He gets to the lake and begins to fish. Minutes turn to hours, and the day begins to seem devoid of any luck. The sun begins to set. It would probably be best to leave soon. But as he thinks the thought to leave, his line sinks into the water, and he catches a big one. He's not the type of man to leave when the fishing is good, so he casts one more time. Again and again this happens. Every thought of heading home is followed by another catch, bigger than the last. Before he knows it, the day is done. The moon is in the sky, and a fog begins to spread, and he feels cold. The realization of just how far from home he is becomes very clear. Just how secluded this area truly is. In fact, he has no idea where this area even is, and it's nighttime. He has a long drive home. As he gets up to leave, something strange happens. The moon has been moving across the sky and is now directly above the water, shining straight down into the center of the lake. The water starts to move as if it's in a cold boil. Then drops of water rise from the lake and float towards the sky. It starts to rain in reverse. It rapidly evolves into a full downpour, except it's going up. He stands in shock, entranced, as if in a dream. He starts to forget where he is, what time it is, who he is. The only thing he feels is a sense of fascination, drowning out his deep pain of loneliness. Something emerges from the center of the lake. A woman, a sea creature, a beautiful creature. It's a mermaid. She's floating in the rain above the lake, but she moves as if she's underwater. She twists like a snake swimming in the air, but she looks like an angel from the moon. Half of her body is smooth and pale as milk. The other is fish scales reflecting the moonlight like jewels in a cave. She looks deep into his eyes and begins to sing to his soul. The melody soothes the darkest recesses of his longing heart, like an echo from eternity, filling his loneliness with wonder. He falls deeply in love with her. She reaches out her hand. He entangles himself in her. She slowly pulls him to levitate with her above the center of the lake. They start to move and dance in the moonlight, 100 feet above the surface of the lake. But the moon doesn't wait for anyone, and it continues to move across the sky. Dark shadows of the trees creep into the lake. The rain slows to a stillness, raindrops floating, completely motionless. She embraces the man, suspended in stillness above the lake, her long, slender fingers against his neck, squeezing him tight. She kisses him hard. Then all at once, everything falls. The woman, the man, and the rain fall back into the lake with a loud sob. The lake returns to silence, and there's nothing left but a fishing pole, a tackle box, and the silent water. A few weeks later, his body washes up on the shore of a different lake in a different part of town. His heart has been carved out of his chest, and his fishing gear and his truck have never been found.